Hello everybody. At Sway Cinema, we are getting ready to welcome you all back to our auditorium for a good film on the big screen. Always a good atmosphere, and this is, as you will remember, film on your doorstep. We will hopefully begin again in July with 2 offerings for Sway Carnival, an afternoon film for children and a wonderful classic for adults. Thereafter, we will have a programme for twice monthly films as we used to have. Not just that, shortly when the village hall reopens, we will be installing equipment to allow streaming into and out of the hall. For user groups, this will mean, for example, that speakers will be able to beam into your meetings, allowing us to bring in speakers from a distance. Volunteers are a rich part of Sway Cinema. If you are ready to come back as a volunteer or would like to register your interest as a new volunteer, please look on our notice board on the village hall for ways of contacting us when the hall is open. We would love to meet you and to see you again. And keep up to date with what we are screening on our Facebook page, on our notice board, and in Sway News on the back page. Thank you very much for listening.
Eco Church was set up 5 years ago by the International Christian Environment Charity, Arosha, to encourage churches to respond to climate change and care for God's creation. Our group formed last October with the objective to achieve net zero carbon in the built and unbuilt environment of St Luke's Church, Sway, by 2030. We're working to assess, reduce and offset the energy we use, to make the churchyard and gardens environmentally friendly and attractive to wildlife and visitors, to alter our lifestyle so we use less of the world's precious resources, to engage with and support our local community, especially young people who are rightly concerned about climate emergency. We thank God for his wonderful creation and pray for guidance in our work. We've recently cleared a huge pile of garden waste in the churchyard and now have compost bins in place. Owl and bat boxes will soon be put up. There are existing bird boxes, as well as hedgehog habitats and insect hotels, and we're sowing wildflower seeds to encourage bees and butterflies. Do visit the churchyard and experience the peaceful setting. Take a moment to unwind, hear the bird song and enjoy the flowers. Inside church there's an Eco Church notice board with lots of information and a list you can add your name and contact details to, or call the church office on 682 358 if you're interested in finding out more. We'd love everyone in Sway to join us on this journey, and please also let us know about your own eco projects and ideas. We'd love to hear from you.
The WI is an organisation that was founded in Sway 102 years ago in 1918 and brought together the women, the grand women and the women struggling with keeping life going on a small holding after a lot of the men had been killed in the war. And we now have 68 members or so, and we have an archive of every meeting and every committee meeting that took place over that 100 years. There are photographs, there's the history. They eventually got a hut, and then they bought a piano and a tea urn, and they started operating with nearly all the women in the village involved. They had baby shows, they grew vegetables, they had children's parties and dances, and made a huge contribution to the life of the village, especially, I suppose, as it was recovering from the First World War. It's an organisation that was founded just over 100 years ago. We were one of the early branches, and it was there for the education of women and to be at the forefront of issues of justice So the WI was involved in the suffragette movement, was involved in things like breast cancer awareness, and rural public transport, and a whole raft of issues. And every year they have particular things that they want to champion, causes. We meet on the second Thursday of the month in the village hall once we get back there, and on Zoom now. And you'll find our cutting, like our little bit, in every copy of Sway News. So do join us. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Jane. I'm the founder of Positive Path Foundation based in Sway. I set up the charity for my son George, who's autistic, and wanted to go out there, meet new friends and gain more independence. I have an amazing team of people, one being my events coordinator, Shelley.
Hi, I'm Shelley.
And through the pandemic, we've been doing 3 Zooms a week with our members. We've been doing bingo, quizzes, we've still been doing money management workshops, all different, even tried drama workshop. And on a Friday night, we've been doing game shows on Zoom.
They've been amazing.
It's been brilliant fun. Family fortunes.
Oh, it was brilliant.
The chase.
Oh, the chase. We had our masks.
Yeah.
Pretending to be different presenters.
And we did discos, and that was a great hit with our members. And they were able to catch up with each other on Zoom. But now things are starting to opening up, which is fantastic. We have the privilege of using the church rooms at Sway. So drama workshops, gaming workshops, communication, social skill workshops are starting up. We're booked in April to do crazy golf and football golf, and we're going on the snow tracks to do the rubber rings on the snow. So things are really starting to open up. The members are really excited. It's been a very difficult time, but we're getting there. In August, we've got the church rooms and the gardens, and we're putting on an old-fashioned fete, which the members will be running for fundraising.
I cannot wait.
It's going to be brilliant, isn't
Cannot
it?
wait.
Get the community involved. And in September at the Village Hall, we're putting on a fundraising quiz night with a quiz master and a fish and chips and auction evening, again to raise money. So we are really appreciative of any support that we get from the community. It's fantastic, and we'd like to say a massive, massive thank you.
Huge. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Jane, the Vicar of Sway. Well, what have we achieved in the last year? Initially, we set up a volunteer coordination point working with SWAG and the Parish Council, and we served over 40 residents in lockdown needing shopping support. We had about 80, in fact, on our list. And secondly, I think in the time of lockdown, it's been such a time to enjoy where we live and creation. And we've got a really excited new eco-church team looking at caring for all the grounds and looking at how we use energy. So we're welcome if you'd like to join that. Do come along and join that. And I guess the other third point is in lockdown, we suddenly had to go online, find another way of communicating, which actually is very healthy for the church. So we went online with about 5 days' notice, and we've done services every week, and we're now on YouTube, and we've reached out to people who would never normally have set foot inside the church. So church is the wider community, and we're thrilled to have done that and be part of what we're doing in Sway.
Hi, my name's Grace and I'm the Families Minister here at St Luke's Sway, and looking forward to how we might reopen things. We've got a variety of things happening. We're starting a new parent support group at the end of this month for parents who have had children in the lockdown. We are starting to look at how our children's and families' activities might open up, and our youth groups, which is really exciting. And we're building on getting to know families in the area and looking at how we could support them as well. And it's really exciting to look forward to seeing how we could open. And the church is open on a Sunday, so if you would like to come and be a part of that on a Sunday morning, all you need to do is ring the church office and book your place.
I'm all about the runs.
Tim Noble, or aka Moth. I'm the captain of the first team, and what I love about Sway Cricket Club is the team spirit, camaraderie, playing at this beautiful ground and having a great time with my friends.
My name's Dave Marshall. I love playing for Sway Cricket Club because we've got fantastic facilities here at Jubilee Field.
So my name's Adam, and what I like about Sway Cricket Club is the great facilities and the great people to play with.
I've got no talent, so I'm here for the social. That's it.
I'm Vito, and I like the sense of the community at this club.
Hello everyone, I'm John Hartley, one of the trustees of the Sway Welfare Aid Group. I'd like to tell you about what we've been up to during the pandemic lockdown period. It may surprise you when I tell you that 2020, which by the way was our 50th year of serving the village, was probably our busiest year ever. Logically, we had to suspend meetings of our much loved lunch club, but we kept in touch with our members and delivered pre-cooked meals to the members at their homes. A number of our volunteer hospital drivers had to temporarily stop volunteering, but the amazing people of Sway once again stepped forward, and this enabled us to continue taking our clients to their priority hospital and surgery appointments, as well as set up a new prescription collection service for those who had to shield at home. Since February, it's been both a humbling and a rewarding experience for those of our drivers who've been taking villagers to their vaccination appointments. Too many people in the village didn't receive support, at least quickly enough, under the different government schemes, so we introduced our SWAG COVID Emergency Grant Scheme to help in bridging the gap. Amazingly, over £32,000 in grants have been dispersed to date under this scheme. This was only possible thanks to the generosity of those residents who came forward to offer help by way of donations. Some of this money helped to fund the provision of desperately needed PPE for local hospitals, our local school, and to help them provide devices for home learning for their pupils, and to get more help to economically pressed young families. We also helped Oak Haven Hospice to provide staff with remote working equipment. SWAG still has funds available to support those suffering the worst effects of the pandemic. So the last 12 months have been tough, but thanks to the support of all of our volunteers and supporters, we've probably had our most successful year in helping those most vulnerable in our community. And we look forward, with your help, to continuing our work for another 50 years.
Hi everyone, I'm Hugh Marchant and I'm Community Speedwatch Coordinator for Sway. Since we started Speedwatch in 2014, we have seen a marked reduction in speeding in Sway's 30-mile-an-hour zone, with the percentage of vehicles exceeding the 35-mile-an-hour threshold for reporting to the police dropping by 38%. This is hugely impressive and due entirely to the efforts of our dedicated Community Speedwatch volunteers supported by Hampshire Constabulary. We can't afford to be complacent. This level of improvement applies only when we're actively monitoring traffic. When we're not out there, Sway Parish Council's speed limit reminder shows that some 2 million speeding offences are being committed each year by people exceeding 35 miles an hour. Some don't believe this is much of a problem. After all, 35 miles an hour is not really that fast, is it? Well, actually it is. If you were to hit a pedestrian, you are twice as likely to kill them at 35 miles an hour than at 30 miles an hour. And for those who decide to go faster, it's a very sobering thought that you're almost certain to kill them at 40 miles an hour. This is why we must continue with Community Speedwatch. For obvious reasons, we've been unable to operate during lockdown, but as soon as conditions permit, we will again be at the roadside helping educate those who, for whatever reason, do not drive within the legal speed limit. We will also continue to help the Parish Council keep their speed limit reminder operating. If you would like to be involved, please get in touch. Check out our website at swaycsw.weebly.com. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, my name's Sarah Yarwood and I'm a member of Sway Drama Club. When COVID hit us a year ago, we were about to put on a production of Neighbourhood Watch by Alan Ayckbourn, and we were about 2 weeks from production when we had to shut down. Luckily, we were able to get quite a bit of the money that we'd forked out through our insurance. But we are desperately trying to raise money at the moment because before Neighbourhood Watch, we'd had to take down our lighting bar in the village hall because it was deemed not to be safe. So it needs replacing, and not only that, a lot of our lights are very old now, over 40 years old, and we desperately need new lights, modern digital lights. So we're looking eventually to raise about £30,000 in total in two sections, £15,000 for the first section, just to be able to light shows properly again, because at the moment we can't really light the front of the stage. In order to restart the drama group, what we're planning to do is an outside production of a play called Cheshire Cats, which is about a group of women from Cheshire who go to London to do the moonwalk to raise money for breast cancer. It's a comedy, and we're hoping to put it on July the 1st, 2nd and 3rd at Stanford Rise open air, the recreation area at Stanford Rise. And it will be part of Sway Carnival, celebrations. So if anyone fancies a small part, there's lots of small parts available for it. Or if anyone wants to help on the technical side or backstage, we're always looking for volunteers. We have a website, swaydramaclub.org, if anyone's interested in participating. Thanks very much.
Sway Carnival. Hi, I'm Pam Wade. I'm the chair of Sway Carnival, and my team and the Carnival Committee, are busy planning for Sway's special week in July. It may be the first opportunity in over a year for all of us to take part in activities with friends and family. The theme this year is games, and plans including activities and events that will take place whatever situation we find ourselves in. It's not just a one-day carnival. It's over 10 days, and last time we had a carnival there were over 20 events, so there should be something for all the family. We have new events and old. New events are photography events and Sway's Got Talents, which I think the children will love, and a scavenger hunt. There's also family treasure hunt, beetle drive, children's fun run, drama, jazz afternoon, garage sales, an end of carnival party, which will be great fun, the fete, and maybe more. As always, we will have a scarecrow competition, so get your thinking caps on and see if you can make a scarecrow to go in your garden, and it will be to do with the theme of games. It could be a snake, it could be a ladder, or it could be a footballer. Up to you. Unfortunately, we won't be able to have a procession this year due to the late lifting of the COVID restrictions. But we have got that extra special party, and if you want to dress up, you can do that then. And finally, it looks like we will have something to look forward to. So if you're interested, you can come and join us on the committee, but much more important, take part in the fun. You'll find news of this in Sway News, on our Carnival Facebook page, on our Carnival website, and on Hearsay for Sway, their Facebook page. So we hope we'll see you all. The dates are the 2nd to the 11th of July, and let's hope for nice weather and a time when we can all enjoy ourselves. Bye!
Good evening, I'm John Bullen, and I'm grateful for this opportunity to update you on the Village Hall Extension project, and also a few words on Sway Scouts and how they've been doing during COVID. Sway Scouts are looking to relocate from their existing site and their life-expired hut. The opportunity to extend Sway Village Hall to create a space to be shared between the Scouts and Little Flyers playgroup seemed attractive. The playgroup actually are capacity constrained in their current Village Hall space. The design for the extension has been prepared by Andrew Elliott of REA in the village, and the planning application is now with the New Forest Planning Authority. Hopefully it will have been approved by the time you're watching this video. We have deliberately deferred this determination to ensure that we are able to reflect properly the local comments we've had on the plan, particularly during the construction period. We've given ourselves until next year, early next year, to raise the funds we need. We're very grateful to Sway Parish Council for their generous starting contribution of £50,000 towards our total of £500,000. With a figure like that in front of us, obviously any ideas are welcome, so please let us know. Sway Parish Council have been very supportive of this community project, and one feature of that will be to transfer the existing Little Flyers area in the Village Hall into a cafeteria, which is much needed as part of that Village Hall facility. Now a brief update on Sway Scouts. Activities have obviously been disrupted during the lockdowns. However, some online activities have taken place thanks to innovative and enthusiastic leaders. Our young people look forward to a return to normal when we expect to return to our pre-COVID membership of 60 to 70 young people in 4 age groups. So that the need for the facility is ever important. Before I close, one last word, which is that the Cub Pack in our Scout group are currently looking for a new leader, so be pleased to speak with anyone who'd like to help us with that. In conclusion, thank you for listening. I'm happy to take any queries, and these are probably best routed via Katie at the Sway Parish Council office. Thank you very much.
Sway Youth Centre. It is at 2A Station Road, Sway, in the heart of the village. It was built in the 1970s as a youth club and also housed guides and brownies and cubs and scouts in the initial building of it. These days it is used more as a community building, and it houses lots of different activities, but still quite a lot of youth organisations use the building. We're going to go into the hall. Which is a fair size hall, and under current COVID restrictions we are only allowing up to 15 people in here, but this will expand as the restrictions are lifted. Robins are the only people meeting at present, but the rest of us are hoping to be back after Easter. Outside there is a area that robins use for outdoor play, and at the end of the building there's some ground which we've recently reclaimed from overgrowth, which we are in the process of developing.
The Brownies and Guides have met here now for over 100 years. We currently have First Sway Brownies and First Sway Guides who meet every Wednesday. They do lots of fun activities from camping, badges, outdoor cooking and crafts. If you'd like to find out more information about Girl Guiding, you can register your interest on the website for your daughter and for yourself. Brownies is age 7 to 10 and Guides are age 10 to 14. The Brownies and Guides meet upstairs in the youth centre. We have our own kitchen where we do lots of cooking, and we also have a main hall where we can meet with the girls to do crafts and activities. During COVID, we can only have a set amount of girls in the room. If we cannot meet upstairs because we have too many, we meet downstairs in the main hall. We also have a very large storeroom where we keep all our camp equipment and all our craft items. This is the main hall where it also accommodates the playgroup that we meet with the Brownies and Guides. Currently, this term, the Brownies and Guides have been unable to meet face to face, so we have been doing Zoom meetings with lots of fun activities. Hopefully, after Easter, though, we will be allowed to meet face to face outdoors and do some outdoor cooking, which is one of the favourite things for the guides. Once again, if you'd like any more information about Girl Guiding, please go to the Girl Guiding website and register your daughter's interest. And we hope to see some new Brownies and Guides for the new term. Thank you very much.